First match we're going to talk about that has officially been announced, Stardust versus Goldust. They are going by those two names. Not going to do the Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes thing yet, which I still hope is going to happen at WrestleMania. Got my fingers crossed for that one. And I still think that'd be great to see that in like a Hollywood backlot brawl situation or whatever. But nonetheless, we are getting these two brothers feuding against each other right now. What do you guys hope to see happen? Is this the blow-off of the whole feud? Do they get another rematch at WrestleMania? Is this something where we just have Stardust win and Goldust doesn't continue and just doesn't show up anymore? Is that a good enough send-off or what?
If this feud doesn't at least end at WrestleMania or get to WrestleMania, like these two have been wanting to have a match with each other for the past few years now, it would be anticlimactic, and I feel like that wouldn't be a great send-off to Goldust, who has been putting on probably the best wrestling-wise. He's been doing his best wrestling his entire career, and he's like in his 40s. So, to be honest with you, I hope that this goes longer than at Fastlane, and the Dustin Rhodes and Cody Rhodes thing, if they do that, that is cool as well. But if they do a match, this match I feel like it's going to end in a DQ of some sort. I think a lot of these matches will end in shady finishes on this card, and I think this is one of them as well. And whether or not they're going to retire Goldust after WrestleMania, you got to take that in account because that's what they do. But I'm looking forward to this match mainly because he brought the Crossroads back, which I love the Crossroads, especially when someone takes a good Crossroads. Oh God, it looks beautiful. So maybe even do the flying kick thing that he used to do.
Beautiful Disaster?
Is that what it's called? I thought it was just the disaster kick.
I thought it was a Beautiful Disaster Kick, and then they just shortened it when they were talking.
I don't know. Wouldn't make it gay, Tony.
So is he coming out as Stardust and Gold? Or is he coming back to Cody Rhodes?
They're talking about it as Stardust and Goldust.
See, if he goes back to
even don't call him Cody, so I'm pretty sure he's not going to be Cody.
Yeah, he said Cody Rhodes is dead.
Does that answer your question, Drew? Is that clear enough?
No. Well, I was going to ask a second question. Whenever he does come back as Cody Rhodes, or if he's going to stick as Stardust, should he change his theme back to what it used to be, or should he go with something new? That was my question going to be, but he kind of ruined it.
His theme's fucking awesome. Only Smoke and Mirrors? They should keep that forever.
I think that they should go with something new. Actually, I like that song, but at the same time, the Smoke and Mirrors thing, that was basically his old gimmick, and I don't see him going back to that. I hope he doesn't, because that's backtracking. But if they give him something that is really just all about Cody Rhodes, and he can go along with that, then I'd rather see something like that.
You're only Cody Rhodes and Mirrors to me.
You're only Coats and Rhodes.
Coats and robes.
Coats and robes. Coats and Rhodes versus Goldust. Peyton, what do you want to see happen here?
I really don't know what they're going to do. This is way too soon to have done this. They should have held off until Mania. They could have put another meaningless tag match on here rather than have this. Same for the Cena-Rusev match. I'm going to have a very similar response to this. This is not the time to put a finality on this feud. It's not even a time to put a major mark on it. Have it at WrestleMania. This is... I don't know what they're thinking when they put these matches in advance like this. You have to do some type of schmozz ending. You have to do either a brawl to where they end up in the crowd, and this leads to them having to have some type of gimmick match at WrestleMania. You had mentioned having him have a backlot brawl, so why not have him topple out of the ring, get a double count out, but they keep fighting all the way to the back. And they can even, I remember they've done this on various pay-per-views during the Attitude Era, just like at random times through the night throughout the rest of the matches, just like cut back to Cody and Goldust still fighting their way through the arena or out into the back lot, or like maybe even they spill themselves back out into the actual arena and into the ring during between matches or something. That would be a good way to build them up.
In the middle of the Sting promo, when they're just like, the fuck, guys, out of all this time.
No, the only issue that I see that not happening is that nowadays that usually if people keep on fighting for too long, they'll bring like 12 reps out and stop it. That's the only issue that I'd see with it now.
Well, Drew, you see what you do is you don't tell the referees to go out there.
Yeah, because they've always had referees to split damage up. It doesn't mean they have to do it.
Not true. Yeah, I'm just so used to that now. I'll just feel weird that if they did do that now, I'd find a way to critique them and be like, yeah, that's fucking stupid. But
Well, you're
I
not
don't
even
know.
fucking waiting for them to do it before you're critiquing them.
I'm just fucking sorry. You're the one who's Samoa Joe's not even in WWE yet. You're fucking telling us fact.
Because he's still fat. He doesn't have to be in WWE to be fat. It's not the same fucking thing.
Come on, if Kevin Owens could be in WWE, I think Samoa Joe's gonna be in WWE. Come on.
Double
come on,
double
they're
E. What is fucking Vladimir
fucking
Kozlov?
Nobody's made a fat dust joke yet.
You'd
Well,
be
he's not
great if they
fat.
called him Fat Dust.
Samoa Joe can come in as fat dust.
Yeah, you could be Goldust's new partner, Fat Dust.
He can wear the polka dot outfit too. Like, you know, he's got the Dusty Rhodes.
The only issue that they're gonna do that to explain why he looks different, like, yeah, he's the adopted Samoan son.
It's like Roman Reigns could come out and be like, yeah, he's adopted. He's not actually part of the family. I'm not going to tout his name the way that I tout everybody else that's famous. Lego, what would you like to see happen with Stardust and Goldust?
Now, I'm confused why they're doing this match so early, but it might be just to evolve Cody Rhodes' character. We might not be getting Stardust versus Goldust at WrestleMania, hence why they're doing that now, and maybe we'll get Cody versus Dustin or Cody versus Goldust. I could see this match ending with Goldust getting the clean win, and Cody just snapping on him at the end of the match and just beating the shit out of him. And that leads you to WrestleMania.
I'm totally down for that, especially if that gives him a reason to go into the Cody Rhodes thing. Because I still think it should be Rhodes and Rhodes instead of Dust and Dust.
Well, honestly, I think it should be Cody Rhodes versus Goldust, just because he's made his career as Goldust in the WWE. But overall, I think that's the only real way you can do it with it making sense. So I'm fine with that. It'd be great for him just to snap, and they can build a storyline into the whole thing that he tried to climb out of his brother's shadow by doing Stardust better than he could do Goldust, and that didn't work, so now he's just going to beat the shit out of him on the grandest stage of all. So there's a few roads you can do that. I like that. There's a few ways you can do this, so whatever it is, I'm just hoping they don't blow the load on this pay-per-view and try and stretch it out till Mania.
Alrighty guys, Intercontinental Championship coming up in the next part. Stay tuned and click on that next video.